money, selling my food stamps. I ain't sold my food stamps. I ain't had got a negative balance.
Okay.
And the first is Saturday.
Okay.
Wow.
Yes.
And the Holy Spirit say, you got through this far,
Yes.
you can make it.
You can make
Even
it.
past your money. When you get your money, you can pass that and not use still.
Yes. Yes.
I just had it. This is the third. I got two more days.
Okay.
I gave in. But I had already declared it and decreed I'm not gonna have no negative balance
Right.
unless it's emergency, not to use though. So I already threw that up in the atmosphere. So God gonna make me honor that.
Yes.
But I still tried. So now it kind of made me sad because I know, dog, I'm not delivered like I thought I was.
I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you like right here, right now. How's that?
Yeah, I was gonna go home until you don't. What? Did you know why you came into that door?
No, I just.
Because see, I wasn't gonna come. I see you. I saw you. I was walking, and I said, "There's some lights on." I said, "No." I see somebody come to the door. I said, "Oh, it's somebody over there in True
Yes. Storehouse.
True House,
Storehouse.
True Storehouse." I say, "Oh, okay, let me walk over here."
Just walk
So
to the door.
that's why you came to the door to draw me.
Bless you.
That's the only reason you went there though. You probably didn't know why you went
No,
to
I
the
ain't
door.
have no reason.
That's why you went to the door.
Go to the door.
And I called him else. I said, "Yeah." I said, "Okay." So
All right. Beautiful. I'm glad you're sitting right here.
yeah, and
You need some paper and pen.
No.
Can you take notes or you just?
and I was on the bus, right, and I was thinking about Travis Green's song.
Mm-hmm.
It came reflect. It started singing in my mind. Where would I be? And I'm like, and he said, "I don't want to know. Where would I be without you? I don't want to know."
Right.
And I was like, "Oh God, where would I would have been?
Yes.
I don't want to even know." No.
Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So God kept me tonight, but I got to really do better than this because it could have been terrible. I could have been in jail. Anything could have happened. I got to get so. I'm hoping that every night I'm coming in expecting. It got to take place. This no more. But then again, I ain't gonna say that because when we start professing and making promises, we should say by His grace. Talking just
Keep pressing.
yeah.
Like you did.
But where would I win the bid? I'm trying to think. I had made plans. I said, "We'll go here, go here." I had already made plans. What I'm gonna buy? I'm gonna buy some beer. I had already made plans. I got to that thing to give me that. I'm like, I put the card in there. I put the card in there both times.
What's yours about?
And as I walked home, because when I went to get the money, I felt the weight. I felt the adrenaline. When it didn't give me the money the fourth time, I said it out loud while I was walking. I said, "Boy, it's like a burden lifted off of me." Whew. I ain't have to be fearful, tormented, sweating,
Yes.
sitting here, catching the bus, looking around, hiding. I ain't have to do that. Not tonight.
Not tonight. Victory on tonight, right?
Not tonight. And I'm praying that I never do it no more. I'm praying this is the last time that I can live and not die. Cause if I'd have did that, I'd have been dying. I got 30 days clean. I'm clean for 30 days.
I'm happy for you.
Yeah, so God didn't want me to be contaminated. Just keeping it real. I ain't trying to hide. I'm keeping it real. And some girl I was talking to today, I got to tell that shoot, I had seen her. And she said she had a, okay.
before you re-enter the land of Yah. No, before you re-enter the land. Before you re-enter the land. Before you re-enter the land is the entitlement. That's the entitlement before you re-enter the land. Why does this thing keep doing this? Oh, I guess I gotta do that. It's okay. Before you re-enter the land, as you see the entitlement, we give all praise unto Yah, for he's worthy to be praised, he's worthy to be praised. And there are a few things that we must understand, and overstand as we continue this journey, this life journey that is really simple, but we complicate the journey so much. We complicate it, and we complicate it with the cares and affairs of this life and this world is how we complicate it. I'm going to start off with a few things just so you can put your thinking cap on. The land that the Bible speaks of is the heart of Yahweh. It is the heart of Yah that you must enter in and occupy. That's the land you're trying to enter into. We don't have enough reverence for Yah. We don't have enough reverence for what he has done. There's not enough reverence. There's not enough awe. There's not enough fear because we think that we are trying to occupy a physical land, and we think that we are trying to overcome physical things, but the only thing that we are trying to do is we are trying to re-enter the land of Yah, which is the heart of Yah, which is the mind of Yah, is what we are trying to re-enter. That's what we are trying to re-enter and to occupy. And that is why it's so difficult when we are unclean to enter the land. That's why the land keeps spewing us out. It keeps spewing us out because we are easily detected, because in that land it is righteousness. It is a righteous judgment. It is a righteous place. It's not like earth. It's nothing like earth. It's nothing like our minds. That's why y'all say, look, your thoughts are not my thoughts. Your ways are not my ways. My thoughts are as high as the Shamayim. My thoughts are way out of here. You don't even understand me. You have gone so far with all y'all studying and with all y'all teaching. You have gone so far. When we refused the promised land, we refused to enter into the mind of Yah from whence we came out. We came out from the mind of Yah. We did not come from our mother's womb. Where everybody think they come from their daddy, they think they come from their mama. We pay homage, yes, that's what the Bible says. But you came out of Yah. You were a thought. You were a thought. That's where you came from, and that's where we must enter back in. We must enter back into the mind of Yah. Everybody talking about the heavens and this stuff. No, you must enter in from whence you came. You understand me? There's the spookism. It's a lot of spookism, and it's gotta go. Once you get rid of the spookism, you'll begin to walk in a power that you have never seen before. As long as we keep walking in spookism and allowing and attaching these things to you, you're attaching these things to you, and these things are milestones, these things are weights, and these things are bondage, and that's the only thing that's disrupting you and keeping you from doing what you want to do in life because of your superstition. We got a superstitious mind. People are superstitious. You know, anything happen in life, we want to blame it on something. Oh, it's still slow-mo said, listen, man, some things come by time and chance. Just by time and chance. Nothing behind it. You know, nothing, not anything behind it. The next thing is, I hear Hebrews dealing with the Elohim. They're trying to make I don't deal with. You can do what you want to do with the Elohim. You can do whatever you want to do with the. You can do whatever you want to do with those things. You can do whatever you want to do with. What is it in Christianity that they do? The Trinity in Christianity. There is no such thing as no Trinity. I'm gonna show you why. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna take you through somewhere. We are spirits in this carbon body, in the body of a man or in the body of a woman. Now, with me being in this body, watch this. I'm going to take you through some of my dimensions. I'm a husband. I'm a daddy to my children. I'm a landscaper. I'm an entrepreneur. You understand me? What else did I have? I'm a friend. I'm a brother. You understand me? But all those things come from what? Me. I'm all those things. You understand me? It's not when I cut grass, I turn into a landscaper. It's not when I'm with my children. You understand what I'm saying? I'm different. All these things derive from me. And the only reason that Yahweh uses these persons in the Bible is because he knew the mentality of our minds. He knew the mentality of our mind. He knew what we were going to do. He knew it. So the storyline continues to be a storyline. These are storylines. I think I don't need a storyline. I don't need a storyline to deal with my father or to lead me to my father. I've done away with storylines a long time ago. These things are elementary. I don't deal with the story of Jonah. I don't deal with the story of I don't have to deal with those things no more because I'm at the foot of his throne now. I made it to his throne. I deal with me and Yah. That's what I deal with. Me and Yah. No, it's no devil. Ain't no devil or privy on my conversations. I ain't got to pray against the devil. I ain't got to pray against Satan. I don't have to pray against any of those things. I pray unto the CEO of the universe, and that's it. That's it. I'm not resurrecting, I'm not bringing up this stuff that's not. These things are not. It's nothing exists outside of the programming of your mind. It's the programming of man's mind what got this whole earth, this whole world messed up. That's it. Nothing else. It is the dysfunction of our minds, the dysfunction of people, and the dysfunction of how we were raised. What's got us messed up? And then from all the teachings and cross-contaminating with the Mormons, and now you cross-contaminating with the Adventists, and now you cross-contaminating with the church, and now you cross-contaminating with Hebrews, you cross-contaminating with Islam, you cross-contaminating with Buddha, Scientology. We got all this stuff. Egyptology, we got all this stuff, and we made this stuff up because we don't like to hold ourselves accountable. We want to blame stuff on things. We want to blame stuff on stuff. I've been took control and I've been done stepped in a place where I'm accountable for my life. You understand me? I'm in the place I'm in because of decisions that I made in life. Point blank. It wasn't no devil plotting to get me off the course. It wasn't no devil doing this here. Satan wasn't doing this here. I'm so sick of this weak and this feeble-minded foolishness because it's destroying people. It's destroying people's lives. It destroys relationship. It destroys family. It destroys the economic system. It destroys media. Everything is destroyed. It's on a path of destruction because we don't understand that what we must enter back in. We must enter back into the mind of God, to the Holy. Everybody talking about we car. Well, how you gonna be car with y'all unless you enter back into the mind from whence you was exhumed from? How do you exist? What is your existence? One day with spiritual, the next day with man. One day with this, the next day with... No, it can't work like that. It can't work like that, though. You got to get in a place, in a position of power, and you got to keep doing things to put yourself in a position to win, in a position to advance. The only thing that we facing is life, people. That's the only thing we facing. We facing life. I'm not facing no devil. I don't care about no system. You know what I'm saying? If I really start talking and start bombing on how I'm programmed, I go along with people to get along with what they're saying. You understand me? I go along. But my mind is on a spiritual molecular level. My mind is not, I don't deal with this earthism stuff. I don't deal with this earthly foolishness because this stuff is futile to my Father. This stuff is nothing to him. Death is not anything to him. It's not nothing. It means something to us. People be crying all the funerals. But I thought you were trying to make it to heaven or back to the Father. That's why I never understood about funeral. I'd be like, people they crying and boo-hooing and this and what ain't going on? Either you believe that that is a reward, or you don't believe. I get confused a lot of times. I don't know what people believe. I don't know what people believe any longer. I really don't. I really don't, because all we are trying to do is to enter back in from whence we came. And we came from the mind. I'm gonna use mind. It's something else beneath this, but I'm gonna use mind because that's what everybody know. Everybody know mind. So I'm gonna use terms that people know. I'm not gonna use spiritual terms. I'm not gonna get deep, but stuff we doing. Every pain in my body, I had something to do with it. Every failure in my life, everything in my life, I had something to do with it. There's nothing that has happened in my life that I have had nothing to do with it. One day it's my life. One day we grown, but then the next day we don't know whether we coming or going. Whether is we grown or is we children? Is we babies? Which one are we? You understand what I'm saying? Oh, you can't tell me what to do. I'm grown, but then you crying and whining like a baby, like a child. I don't know. You know, people think I'm trying to be. No, I only know how to be one way, and that is to be where y'all created me to be, and that is to be more than a conqueror. I don't know all this other stuff. Pain, so what? I got pain in 20% of my body, 30% of my body, so what? I got 70% of my body left. What I supposed to do? I'm gonna lay down for the 30%? This Bible, man has taken this book and perverted it. I don't care from the Hebraic side to Christianity, the book has been perverted. I see people that are, I do stuff, I did this. I say, now what if there wasn't no books on earth? What if there wasn't no Strong's and Corners? What if there wasn't no linear Bible? None of that there. Then guess what man would have to rely on? Only the Spirit of Yah. That's all he could rely on. But since we have these books, men begin to rely on the book. More than relying on the Spirit that gives you power to tread upon, so it gives you power to tread upon everything. Listen to the book. Let us turn to Numbers chapter 20 and verse 12. Numbers 20 and verse 12. Numbers 20 and verse 12. I go along and I hear stuff. I mean, I've been hearing it for a while, for some years, and I don't get it.
Numbers what?
Numbers chapter 20, verse 12.
Thank you.
And Yahweh spoke, you're welcome, to him. And Yahweh spoke unto Moshe and Aaron, and he says to them, because you believe me not, to sanctify me in the eyes of the children of Israel, therefore ye shall not bring this congregation into the land which I have given them. And I hear a lot of Israelites or Hebrews talking about they're going to read into the land. And I'm like, these people trying to enter a physical land. And they think that when they get to a physical land, that there in that land will be your presence. And I'm seeing some of the most intelligent men and women talk about the land, the holy land, the holy land. You know, a lot of stuff, Yah is waiting for somebody to figure it out. He's waiting for somebody to figure it out. He's waiting for somebody to read between the lines. We're trying to get back to a land for what? I'm going to let scripture tell you. If you're going to read into the land. Look at verse 13. This is the water of Meribah, because the children of Israel strove with Yahweh, and he was sanctified in them. See how they got that all messed up? They wouldn't allow Yahweh to sanctify them, is what they wouldn't do. And that word Meribah means quarreling. If you go back and you look in the book of Exodus, Moshe called that place two things. He named it two things. He named it Massa. If you look up Massa, the way they got it spelled in here, they're going to give you another definition, even in your Strong's Concordance, where your Strong's Concordance. But if you Google it, you're not going to get the right answer if you Google it. So now they're playing with Google as well. But he called the place Massa, which means burden. And Meribah, it means quarreling water. This is where Moshe was supposed to tap the rock, and the rock was supposed to disperse water if we leave it as a rock. But we see that Yahweh tells them in verse 12, fall back to verse 12, and Yahweh spoke to Moshe, because you believe me not. It is a lot of people that don't truly believe the promises of Yah. They don't truly believe the promises of Yah. They don't truly believe the things of Yah. There can be no battling. Either you believe or you don't believe. We already know that with Yeshua. He said you can't be lukewarm. I'm going to spew you out. Either you're going to walk in the belief or you're not going to walk in the belief. You can't straddle the fence one day and then the next day. You can't straddle the fence. Yahweh is not going to allow us to straddle the fence. We got to come on in. And we have to do everything in our power to come on in. Which means we have to we don't have to inconvenience ourselves. A lot of people think that they have been inconvenienced in their life, but the reason and the totality of the thing, they have not been inconvenienced in the correct way. Because when Yahweh causes an inconvenience in your life, there's a reward. That when many of us have caused our own inconveniences in our life. But when Yah causes an inconvenience in your life, there's a reward. You just said the scripture. You said it, I think it was in the book of James. It say, blessed is the man who endureth the temptation. For when he is tried, he shall receive what? He shall receive the crown. That crown of life is a mentality. It's a mentality. It's a knowledge and it's a wisdom to overcome what once was coming for you. You understand me? That's the crown of life. It is a wisdom, it is a knowledge, it is a wisdom, and it is a mentality that gives you the power over what was coming for you. Now we see by scripture, Yahweh says, listen, he said, look, this congregation is not coming into the land. It ain't coming into the land which I have given them. The land which I have given them. Why is he saying that I have given them? Because if you go into the book of Amos 3:3, the Bible says that out of all the people, the families of the world, only you have I known, Yisrael. Only you have I known. Out of all the people on earth, only you have I known. Meaning that there was a specific thing at a specific time that the Hebrews were supposed to walk into. Something that they were supposed to walk into and occupy. When we go in other places in the Bible and we see where they scattered out the land, and if y'all remember with me going back through scripture, Yehoshua, which you call Joshua, says, and Caleb says, look, we must go up at once. When all the 10 spies was sitting around talking about, oh no, oh it's giants and the land is this and they shall consume us and they will squash us like grasshoppers. Caleb and Yehoshua said, we must go up at once with haste. See, sometimes if you wait too long, that door closes. That door is not always open, and people have been taught that the doors are always going to be open. But the Bible says when Yahweh opens the door, no man can shut it, and when Yahweh closes the door, no man can open it. That door worked two ways. It worked two ways. So we're in a place to where we have to begin to maneuver with our minds. With our minds. I had to maneuver with my mind because of felony convictions. You understand me? Because of felony convictions. I didn't let felony convictions hold me back. I didn't let jail hold me back. I didn't let prison hold me back from anything. I had to find a way to work through whatever it was that I had created. I created this. I had created a monster. I had created a monster. So if I create this monster, this giant, then who must slay the giant? Me or y'all? I got to slay this giant. Because it's possible for me to slay the giant. I created it. I created it, so I'm going to have to deal with what I created. And what we have created, Yahweh is saying, look, y'all want the devil, y'all want Satan. Since y'all done took all this stuff and y'all done made and gave this stuff power, y'all done gave stuff power, then y'all deal with that. Y'all deal with it. That's why we having to deal with it. That's why why you think things are still happening the way they're happening? Because Yahweh said, okay, look, I told y'all, I gave y'all dominion over everything on this earth, on this earth. I gave y'all dominion over everything. Oh, it's nothing that I didn't give y'all dominion over. So here I see people giving dominion. Oh, I'm under attack. I'm under attack. You under attack? How you under attack when the Bible said that one could put 1,000 in flight and two could put 10,000 in flight? I got to walk in that power. See, I got to experience that type of power. I can't leave that type of power on the table. I can't. Well, when I hear certain things and it registers in my registry, I can't leave that on the table. I can't leave it on the table. There's nothing on the face of this earth that can defeat you or can destroy you unless Yahweh allows it to. There's nothing, listen, the devil don't kill nobody since people want to use the devil. The devil ain't never killed nobody in the Bible, and Satan ain't never killed nobody in the Bible. Because if they had the power to kill, then they got the power to make alive. Come on now. You cannot have this stuff that you are proclaiming. You can't have it. If you have it, it's not biblical, and it leaves you feeble. It leaves you weak. And when Yahweh looks down, and he looks down on the feeble mind, Yahweh says, look, you got to get your mind, you got to raise the standard. You got to get your mind got to catch up to your mouth. See, our mouth do a whole lot of this stuff. But our mind is way behind our mouth. Way behind our mouth. So what I say all the time is, whatever I say out of my mouth, I must have an action that can fulfill what it is that I spoke into the atmosphere. Because I must own that. I must own that atmosphere. I must own that. I have to own what I speak. If I'm speaking it and I don't own it, then it's lingering. That's an energy. That's the energy that what I'm speaking is tones and vibrations. You think you're hearing just these words, but my tones and vibrations going through your body. It's going through your whole body, to your nervous system, your respiratory system, through your whole body. That's what tones and vibrations do. That's why you listen to music all night. You can't hear the music at night. It's the tones. It's the tones and the vibrations that's soothing you. That's why when you go out, listen to this book. It's a whole lot of things that we're going to have to learn to enter back into the land. Look at verse 14. Look at 20 and 14. And Moses sent messengers from Kadesh unto the king of Edom. Thus saith thy brother Israel, thou knowest all the travail, that's it, baby, all the trouble that have travel, that all that have befallen us. So this for free. For everybody that's teaching that the white man is Edom, well, that's your brother then. Because the Bible just said way back in the book of Numbers, it just said that Edom, that the Kadesh unto the king of Edom, since y'all say that's the white man, thus saith thy brother Israel. So as he say Edom and Israel, they brothers, thou knowest all the trouble that have befallen us. That's another stuff. People teaching stuff that ain't true in this book. They didn't want to try to say that they weren't brothers. When you know that Jacob and Esau was brothers. They were twins. And then you got people following this type of teaching. And I mean, that was for free. That ain't even where I want to go, but that was for free. Let us turn to Deuteronomy chapter 1. Turn to Deuteronomy chapter 1. I like to let the Bible do the talking. Let the Bible do the talking. Chapter 1. Verse 25. 1 and 25. And they took of the fruit of the land in their hands and brought it down unto us and brought us word again and said, it is a good land which Yahweh, our source of power, doeth give us. Notwithstanding, you would not go up, but rebel against the commandment of Yah, your Abba. Here again, we are refusing to occupy the land. If you think that you gonna go back to a physical land, and that whatever your thinking was from whenever this is predated from, those people, because they were more in touch with their human side, didn't understand that y'all was saying, look, I need for y'all to enter into the land, which is my mind. I need for y'all to enter into me. I need for y'all to re-enter. I need for y'all to come into me. That's why Yahweh says in Isaiah 1 and 15, I think it's 1 and 15 says, come now and wash ye your hands. Make ye your hands clean. Let us reason together. That's what Yahweh says. He say, look, come now, learn of me. Learn of me. How you going to learn of Yah unless you enter into the mind of Yah? How can you learn Yah until you enter? He didn't say you couldn't do it. He said my thoughts are not your thoughts. So he was saying you got to think outside of man. You got to think outside of the mentality of mankind. And you got to enter into the realm of spirit, because I am spirit. So while you trying to get to Yahweh in a physical body, a physical form, I press my way to get to Yahweh in the spirit form, in spirit. Because the only way that you can worship Yah is in spirit and in truth. You can't worship this worship. Listen, this work, you can't give Yahweh your tears because he gave you tears. You can't give him your praise because he gave you praise. You understand me? When I say you can't, I'm saying you ain't really doing that because all you're doing is giving him back what he gave you. But when you begin to enter into the mind of Yah and you begin to function, you begin to dwell and move as Yah would have us to dwell and move, now we cooking with Crisco. Now you're not finna be light for real. Now people finna really get upset with who and what you are because you're not moving like they move. You don't think like they think. That's why I have to be quiet a lot of times, because you got to reprogram your mind. Your mind, you got to remember, your mind was programmed from a little child. You was programmed. This was programming. You was programmed all the way till you get here. All the way till you get here. And once you get here and you get the age of 18, hey, it's time to party. It's time to party now. I'm grown, I'm on my own. Oh, I can do what I want to do. So now you got another time of stagnation, another time of idleness where you're not doing anything. So we begin to add up all them years. For some reason, we think that we can just enter into the mind of Yah in 2 or 3 minutes, or 2 or 3 weeks, or 2 or 3 years. Well, I come to tell y'all today, it ain't that easy, because Yah is not that easy. If it was that easy, then you would get there and you would be like the hog that returned to his mire, or the dog unto his vomit. When you get to Yahweh, it's going to cost you some skin. It's going to cost you some skin. It's going to cost you heavily. Not what you did in your life, what you put on you, what Yahweh put on you. And let me tell you, when Yahweh begin to put it on you, that's a different kind of put on you. It's a different kind of, see, the Bible says, what is it for you to suffer and wrongdoing? You done did something wrong. Ain't nothing. You expect to get chastised when you did something wrong. But what is it when you walking upright and you still begin to suffer? See, people don't understand what the suffering is. The suffering is when you begin to start to tread upon the outer courts of Yah. That's how deep and how magnified his suffering is. Because Yahweh suffers. He suffers for his creation. He's in a suffering posture right now for mankind. He's not in the place where he's jumping. He's in a suffering. So when we begin to get closer to Yah, there's a suffering that you got to be able to go through. Look at y'all. Everybody think they can just, No, it's a suffering. And it takes time. It takes mad time. It takes mad hours. Hours on top of hours. My hours ain't through. I know when Yahweh done gave me a rest. I know that much. I know when he done gave me some time off. And I know when he begins to call me back. That's what you got to understand. I wish I could put it in better terms. I really can't do no justice what goes on inside of my head and what I hear. I can't, because I've never been one who want to tell people what go on inside of my head and the things that I see and the things that I hear and the things that I know. Ain't never been one, because when I try to talk to people, they don't get it. And I don't get mad, it's just a frustration. Well, you telling me this stuff, showing me stuff, but I can't tell it to nobody. I can't tell it to nobody because everybody's stuck on spookism. They all stuck on spookism. I ain't stuck on no spookism. You know spookism? Spookism, somebody gonna die, somebody gonna get murdered, guess who gonna do it? A man gonna do it. A man gonna do it. If a man on this side, he gonna get in his car, he gonna catch the bus, ride his bicycle, like that man rode the bicycle, went to Walmart and killed that woman last week. Yeah. He put it in his mind to do it when he did. Thought. He had a thought. And he fulfilled that thought. Listen to the book. Verse 25. Verse 25. If they took of the fruit, verse 26, notwithstanding, you would not go up, but rebel against the commandment of Yah your Abba. And ye murmured in your tents and said, because Yahweh hated us, he have brought us forth out of the land of Egypt to deliver us into the hand of the Amorites to destroy us. Don't you know that it's a long time ago that I came to the realization when a person started whining and crying and started talking about the devil this and the devil that? Do you know what you're telling Yahweh? Do you know what you're telling our Heavenly Father? You're telling our Heavenly Father he left you unprotected. You're saying that he's not a good protector. You're saying that, look, you don't know how to protect me. When we start giving credit to all these different things, we are saying that, look, I'm unprotected. I need better protection. You know, that's why people started making guns and started making knives and started doing all this different type of stuff because people felt unprotected. Because why? Because they was disconnected. Only through disconnection do you feel unprotected. Listen to the book. Listen to the book. It says that whether shall we go up? Our brethren have discouraged our heart, saying the people is greater and taller than we. The cities are great and walled up to heaven. And moreover, we have seen the sons of Anakims there. Then I said unto you, dread not, neither be afraid of them. Yahweh your Abba which goeth before you, he shall fight for you according to all that he did for you in Egypt before your eyes. Now I want to stop on the before your eyes. I want to show y'all a fulfillment of a prophecy. How do y'all think that we came out of the slavery in America? How do y'all think we came out of slavery in America? How y'all think we came out of slavery in America? Y'all think Lincoln did it? Y'all think Washington did it? That's who y'all think did it? No. It was Yahweh. It was Yah. It was Yah. Yah is the one who begins to move. And Yahweh is the one who brought us out of this last transatlantic slave trade, just like he brought us out of all the other six. He brought us through. It wasn't the South against the North. Yahweh turned them on each other. He turned their minds against each other. See, they got greedy and they started thinking about commerce. They started thinking about how they could make money from other places. Y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it. Yahweh has done what he said he would do. We're not doing our part because, listen to me, my brother, and this is something that I say. If you can't go find no drugs in the community, then guess what you can't do? You can't do no drugs. You understand me? You can't do that. If you can't find that sex partner that'll have sex, then you can't have it. We're not dealing with the evil world. We're dealing with the evil thought of mankind. That's all we're dealing with. It's man. If you remove all the filth out of our communities, then what the devil would be? Who would be Satan? Where would he be? Where would he be? The only reason we're saying that these things exist is because we are allowing these things to exist among us. We are allowing these things to dwell in the midst of us. So once you allow things to dwell in the midst of you, what happens? If you put a white shirt, take a brand new shirt out of a pack, a white shirt, and take a muddy white shirt and put them in the washing machine together, what's going to happen to that new shirt? It's going to get soiled. It ain't going to come out white. It ain't going to come out white like that muddy shirt you put in there. And that's what's happening to us. That's what happened, all including me. I'm not outside. Listen, I'm not outside of this. I'm in it too because I have not yet been able to find a way to get people to rally around righteousness and to rally around the mind and the thought of Yahweh. Yahweh says, look at 29 and 11. You hear me? Yahweh says, listen, I know the thought that I have for you. The thought that I have for you is good. It's good and not bad. It's good, it's not evil. I know the thought that I have for you. But man has a thought of his own. And man has a thought process of his own. So the remedy to what it is that everybody's crying and murmuring about, y'all ain't got nothing to do with it. Y'all not finna wipe out your drug dealers. Y'all not finna wipe away your liquor stores that's sitting on the corner. He's not finna wipe out the heroin and the cocaine that people are putting in their bodies. He's not gonna wipe that out. He's not gonna wipe out homosexuality. He's not gonna do it. Guess who gotta do that? Mankind. Because mankind has to turn back to him. And when mankind turns to him, then righteousness begins to flow down. Righteousness begins to flow. And when righteousness begins to flow, then the people begin to do thus saith Yah. They begin to root out the rebels and the sons of Belial. They begin to root them. They begin to root them out and push them out. We praying on Sundays and we praying on the Sabbath. We're praying for something to come and save us. And I keep saying, you your own help. You are your own help. I realized that I was my own help many years ago. I realized there was nobody coming to bail me out. No one. No man. No woman. No angel. No Yahshua. The only thing that would bail me out is when I turned unto Yah. And I did not go to the left, and I did not go to the right. And I began to move in righteousness. I began to move in uprightness. And I began to turn my back on the things of the world. I said, world, I don't need you no more. I said, Yah, I need you. I said, now give me my stuff. I said, give me my stuff. I said, I need my stuff that you got for me. Because that's the only way that I'm going to be able to navigate through this wicked world, through this place and it's wicked wherever you go. I don't care where you go. It's wickedness. And it's wickedness because of man. Man. It's not wicked because of what you've been taught. You got to realize this book. And I had to tell another one of my brothers, I said, man, you do know that this book is not a Christian artifact. He said, no, I didn't know that. He thought the Bible was Christian. I said, this ain't no Christian book. This book belonged to the Creator. This is an autobiography. This is two things. This is the book of wedding vows. And this is an autobiography about our Heavenly Father. It is about the do's and the don'ts that our Heavenly Father is looking for and looking at. Simple as that. All the other stuff we talk about, the Red Sea and the casting out of, no, this book is an autobiography and a book of wedding vows about our Heavenly Father. I said, this book not about Paul. This book not about David. This book not about Adam. This book not about Eve. This book not about Cain. This book not about the devil. This book not about Satan. This book about my Heavenly Father. See, I begin to break through the matrix. But when you got a lot of people around you who still stuck in the matrix, you're going to get caught up again. You understand me? See, that's where that muddy shirt That's that muddy shirt that I was telling you about. In there with the clean shirt, you put that muddy shirt in there. So now that stuff begins to bleed and it starts to affect you. Because whether people know it or not, they carry an energy. And either their energy is negative. You ain't got to open your mouth. Either your energy is negative or positive. Ain't no in between. You ain't got to say a word. But the spirit, the indwelling spirit, it lets you know that it's negative. It lets you know if it's positive. It don't matter. It'll let you know a person up, if a person down. It'll let you know if we in tune with it. Listen to the book to re-enter the land. Because what we trying to do is we trying to do Genesis. You know, the Bible said that Yahweh said, let us create them in our likeness, in our image. Listen. When Yahweh say let us, Elohim, then it's trying to say because of the I am, because it look like a plural form, but no, it's singular, masculine. No, it's not plural. But they try to say that that's something that was, listen, that's nothing other. I'm going to put me in that place. When I say let us, I'm a husband to my wife. I'm a daddy to my kids. I'm a brother to you. I'm a landscaper or a painter. So let us. It's one me, right? But I can do what? Multiple things. I can do multiple things. There's no Trinity. All these things they are diversities of me. They are an extension of me. That's why I teach people, look, there are nothing called offices. That's church. When you operate as an apostle, as a bishop, you are operating in the person of Yah. The person. And we know bishop is not biblical. That's not even a biblical term. Bishop is not even a biblical term. Back in 83:13, 83:23:25, maybe what is it? The edict of Milan, and after the edict of Milan, I think that was 3:13 and 3:25. Then you have what is it? I forget. But what they did was they set up the Roman church. Listen, they set the Bible up like Rome, like the Roman church. Okay, the Roman church, you had the Pope, okay? Now, in the Bible, they gave you what? They gave you a G-O-D, which the Pope was supposed to be G-O-D on earth. Now, what's up underneath the Pope? What's up underneath the Pope? Cardinals. Cardinals are up underneath the Pope. Cardinals, because cardinals. Then beneath the cardinals, you have advisors. So what they did was they set up over him in the church. They gave you G-O-D. Then they set up under them what? What they set up under them? The bishop. What do the bishops do? Bishops do the same thing. Cardinals, they govern. Cardinals govern the Roman Catholic Church. That's what they do. They govern. That's what cardinals do. Bishops in the church is like a cardinal. They govern what? What do bishops do in the church? They govern what? They govern different churches. They govern different churches. Up underneath the cardinal is advisors. And up underneath up underneath the bishops is I forget what it is. But the only thing they did was they set this stuff up. They added this stuff up. When you talk about the fivefold ministry, show me a bishop in the fivefold. You can't show me no bishop in the fivefold. Because man-made it up. And because you see it in the Bible where Shaul telling Timothy, if a man wishes the office of a bishop, let him have one wife. It's like about the only time you're going to find that word even in the book. But this is what I'm saying. If we are talking about getting closer to our source of power, closer to our Father, then we're going to have to re-enter back in through his mind and not the mind of man. We are trying to re-enter and we are trying to make ways to enter into the inner court of Yah. And you're not going to get to the inner court of Yah because the outer court of Yah is suffering. I'm talking about a suffering make you want to come up out that realm. You can't breathe. You about to suffocate. You can't even get close. Never made it past the suffering of Yah. Never made it past the suffering realm, the suffering. Never made it past that. But I see even Hebrew, they're trying to establish their own righteousness. They're trying to establish their own path. Look, the only way you're going to enter back into the land is through the mind of Yah. Yahweh don't need no Hebrews in Israel for what? Listen to this book. Listen to this book. Where I stop. Listen to the book. Listen what this book says. And where did I stop? It says, and Yahweh heard the voice of your words and was wroth and sware, saying, no, I gotta go back. Verse 31. Let me see. Yeah, 31. And in the wilderness where thou hast seen how that Yahweh thy Abba bare thee, as a man doeth bear his son, in all the way that ye went until you came into this place. Yet in this thing you did not believe Yahweh your Abba. And as many people don't believe, don't even know how we got out of slavery. It's our Heavenly Father that brought us out of slavery. No man brought us out of slavery. And people don't even give him credit for that. I ain't seen nobody give Yahweh credit yet for bringing us out, bringing us through the transatlantic trade slave. Yet. Nobody. Then who went in the way before you to search you out a place to pitch your tents, and fire by night to show you by what way you should go, and in a cloud by day. And Yahweh heard the voice of your words and was wroth and sware, saying, this is what Yahweh said, surely there shall not one of these men of this evil generation see that good land, which I have swore to give unto their fathers. We got a generation, I keep telling y'all that Yahweh looking for a sign that we teach our children and instill him, the mind of Yah, in our children. And when we instill the mind of Yah in our children, at least our children will be able to enter in to the land through the mind of Yah, because the land is the mind of Yah. That's the only place I want to dwell. Where you want to dwell, wife? Well, in the mind of Yah, in a physical land. No, I want to dwell in the mind of Yah, because Yahweh say in the land that he got, he say, look, you ain't got to worry about no beast, you ain't got to worry about no thief, you ain't got to worry about nothing getting rusty, you ain't got to worry about nothing getting old, because you're going to dwell in the mind in his presence. What do you think dwelling in his presence is? Because we got Yahweh set up like a man. See, people got images in their mind. Oh, when I dwell in his presence, he's going to be sitting on the throne, and then I'm going to fall down and worship. Because we see what the Bible says that the 24 elders, they throw off their crowns and fall down and worship. Oh, really? So that started making you think a form of a man. So now if you see something fall down, so you see a spirit fall down? No, you got to image your mind, 24 people around, even when it started. That's Revelation 4, chapter 4. You got an image in your mind. You better understand what done been put in your mind. People they done social engineered your mind. You got to be able to get in and get out. Okay, no, that ain't no men. That ain't no men. How I know it ain't men? Because the Bible says that no flesh can see Yah. No flesh. No flesh can come before Yah. No flesh can come before Yah and live. So how they gonna throw off some crown and they gonna fall down and they gonna worship Yah? Man, don't play with me with this book. Don't play with me with the Heavenly Father. Oh man, I'm not finna follow foolishness. I'm not gonna even follow foolishness when it's written. You got to know Yah. You got to know the spirit of Yah. Truly know the spirit of Yah. To where when you're reading this stuff in this book, you'll be like, man, the pen of the scribe have lied. Because there ain't no way you can't put that. You can't put physical, you can't put bodies fighting in the heavens. You can't put it there. Only thing you got is energy. Energy is the only thing that cannot be destroyed. Energy. Try to destroy some energy. Watch this. Catch that. Catch it. That's energy. Catch it. I bet you can't. I bet you can't catch it. I bet you can't put it in a bottle. You might not see it. But that right there, that's going to go back there through that door. It's going to keep on traveling. You'll never see it. I'll know it. Because understand the mind of Yah. Understand his principles. And understand principalities. See, go on there and listen to the book. What verse I came off of? And Yahweh heard the voice of your words and was wroth and swear, saying, look, y'all, this evil generation, ain't none of y'all finna see this in a good land. Ain't none of y'all can't come into my mind. Y'all can't come into me. Because to come into this land, why do the people want to, listen, why do earthly people want to go in this land? Because they think when they enter this land, they enter into who? They think they entering into Yah. They think they entering into him. That's why everybody talk about the promised land, the promised land, the promised land. They think they entering into him. Listen to the book. Save Caleb. Here we go. Now look. Save Caleb, the son of Jephunneh. He shall see it, and to him will I give the land that he hath trodden upon, and to his children, because he have wholly followed Yah. You know, the Bible says that Caleb had a different spirit with him. That's what the book says. The book says Caleb had a different spirit with him. Well, you want to know what that spirit was? He had done began to enter into the mind of Yah. When you begin to enter into the mind of Yah, you carry a different type of spirit. These only 2 men out of all those millions of people was able to enter into the land other than everybody else who was under the age of 21. Everything older than 21 couldn't enter into that land. Why? Because they had been programmed. They had been programmed from Egypt. They couldn't get it out their system. No matter what y'all tried to do, they couldn't get it out their system. They wouldn't stop murmuring. They wouldn't stop complaining. They wouldn't stop crying. So when they wouldn't stop murmuring, complaining, and crying, the energy of them was going to transfer to their kids. And that energy was going to make their children have all kinds of issues. Depressed, angry, confused. Because this is what they sitting, because the children sitting and watching their parents. So they watching their parents argue, fight, tussle, rustle. You understand me? So that's an energy. They ain't even saying nothing to the kids. But the kids are picking up on what's going on. Listen to the book. It says, but Yehoshua, the son of Nun, which standeth before thee, he shall go in, encourage him, for he shall cause Israel to inherit it. Moreover, your little ones, which you said should be a prey, and your children, which in that day had no knowledge. That's why he let them in. See, they didn't have any knowledge of all that spookism. They didn't have no knowledge of all that food. That stuff hadn't gotten into them. That's why he said, listen to what he said. He said, listen. He said, and your children, which in that day had no knowledge between good and evil. Let's speak about the devil. It say they had nowhere between good and evil. They shall go in, and into them will I give it, and they shall possess it. Why he didn't say the land? Why he didn't say possess it? What did he say possess? Why he say possess? What they gonna possess? They gonna possess what is it that you wish to possess? What is it that you wish to possess? A land or the mind of our Heavenly Father? You wish to possess the mind of our Heavenly Father. You ain't thinking about possessing no land, no car. If I could possess the mind, if I could think like my Heavenly Father and fulfill what it is that my Heavenly Father wants me to fulfill, what it is that He wants me to bring into fruition. That's what we're striving for. That's what we're looking for. We're looking to please the Father. Well, the only way we can please the Father is through His mind. We can't please Him through the land. We can't please Him through physical substance. We trying to get to Him through physical substance and physical pleasures. We want pleasures. We want pleasures to make us feel good while we on the way to pleasing Yah. You understand me? That's what we want. And Yahweh is saying, listen, all that stuff is up to you. That's why he left agnostics and atheists in the world that's rich. Got plenty of money. Don't believe in nothing. Don't believe in nothing. Got plenty of money. Explain it. Because he let stuff stay in the land and show you signs to be examples for you. People don't look at the examples that's around. You understand me? Them people ain't got that money because they serving Him. They got that money because they got educated. Or they got that money because their family passed that money down. Do you understand me? So anything outside of the system of that system, it's going to be a little more difficult. It's going to be a struggle. And why it's going to be a struggle? Why it's going to be a struggle? Because those people that have that money, guess how they live? They live primarily in a righteous way. In a righteous way. Because they don't have to dwell in the camp with all the drugs, prostitution, with all that stuff. Do you hear me? Do you hear what I'm saying? That's the only difference, and that's the only thing that make them different is because they were sheltered. And we want shelter our children, and we want shelter ourselves because we won't put this filth out of our communities. So since we won't get this filth out of our community, everybody's sitting back, I can't stand the police and all this stuff. Man, we are in a bad place in history and in time right now. We're in a bad place. We're in a pitiful place. A very pitiful place. Because we, our own help, if we can't start coming together and get enough of us to start pushing out, listen, they talk about Yahweh ben Yahweh. Yahweh ben Yahweh did it. He did it in Miami. Now he pushed them out and brought in his own, but he pushed them out. And they began to grow. They had hotels in Atlanta that the feds took. They had stuff all in Miami that they took. They had stuff everywhere that they came and took and locked him up. But they locked him up because he was knocking off what? The drug dealers. He was getting the prostitution out of the community so the children could play, so the children could walk the street again, so children could be children, so children could be free to learn. The children are not even free to learn right now. Know why they're not free to learn? Because what they're learning is being dictated by BET, by Beyonce, by Atlanta Housewives. Yeah. By all the programming that they got on TV is dictating how they learn and what they learn. Even when they go to school, they're getting his story. They're not getting their history. They're getting his story and it's whitewashed. And all we do is sit back. Oh, woe is me. Oh, woe is me. Oh, woe, think y'all, woe is me. Woe is you. Who is you? Who are you to you? You got the power? Listen. Look, this is the offense. This is the offense. Turn to Deuteronomy 1 and 13. Let me show y'all the offense, and then I'm gonna get out of here. We right here. Just fall back to 13. Just the offense. We already in the book. We already in the book. Tired of all these killers on Facebook trying to start wars and trying to start this and trying to start all that. All this, man. We need elders back. We need elders back in our communities. Prominent elders. You know what I'm saying? People that's just people that's known for righteousness to be set back up of age. Listen to the book. This is the offense. Listen, we judge each other in the streets unto death. Do you hear what I say? We judge each other in the streets unto death, but won't do it righteously. You know when I say righteously? We judge each other over drugs. You understand me? We judge each other over a Facebook post, over an Instagram post, world star. We judge each other over foolishness. You ain't even married and you fighting this woman over a man. You ain't even married and you killing this man over a woman. That's a heavy offense. To bring forth your own judgment in the streets, having bloodbaths, and they ain't doing it in the name of righteousness. Man, we in a pitiful place. A pitiful place. Listen to the book. Listen to 13. 1 through 13. 1 and 13. Bible says, how can I myself, no, take you wise men and understanding, and known among your tribes, and I will make them rulers over you. And you answered me and said, this thing which thou hast spoken is good for us to do. But Moshe got a task, because now Moshe, I'm in a position of Moshe, because now you got to try to rally these people together that don't want to listen. Don't nobody want to listen, because everybody got their own ministry now. Listen, everybody in the world got their own ministry now. Everybody got their own ministry. Nobody got the ministry of our Heavenly Father. Everybody got their own ministry, and they got their names on their ministry too. They got their names on their ministry. Their name. Their name is on the ministry. Their name is on their ministry. Do you hear what I'm saying? Their names is on their ministry. Not y'all, but their names are on their ministry. 1 and 13. And you answered me and said the thing is good. So verse 15, so I took the chief of your tribe, wise men and known, and made them heads over you, captains over thousands, captains over hundreds, and captains over 50, captains over tens, and officers among the tribes. That is, am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. That's where that term comes from, am I my brother's keeper? And I charge your judges at that time, saying, hear the causes between your brethren. This the offense. Hear the cause between your brother, and judge righteously between every man and his brother, and the stranger that is with him. Listen to the book. It said, you shall not respect persons, and that's where we falling at, because many of y'all children, y'all nieces, y'all nephews out here in these streets doing all these preposterous things. That's the offense. That's why Hebrews, because many of us are Hebrews that have your people out there in the streets banging, slanging, robbing, doing everything under the sun. And then you come and talk about, you're a Hebrew, you talking about this the offense. This why there will be no re-entrance into the land. This is why there will be no re-entrance into the land. You cannot enter into the mind of Yah with this amongst you in the midst of the camp. No, we will not. Listen to the book. It says, you shall not respect persons in judgment, but you shall hear the small as well as the great. You shall not be afraid of their face of man, for the judgment is Yah's. And the cause that is too hard for you, bring it unto me, and I will hear it. That's the offense, people. And I commanded you at that time all the things which you should do. And don't nobody want to do it. Everybody refusing to enter into the promised land. We are refusing to go up. We are refusing to go up, talking about the white man, and talking about this, and talking about that, and talking about slavery, and talking about this happened to me, and that happened to me, and this happened to me, and that happened to me. I'm sick about what happened. I ain't finna lie in my mess. I'm not finna lie down in what happened. I'm gonna go on this, that this judgment is yours. The judgment is of Yah. Listen, turn to Exodus 17. Turn to Exodus 17 in verse 4. And Moshe cried unto Yahweh, saying, what shall I do unto this people? Listen, they be almost ready to stone me. And Yahweh said unto Moshe, go on before the people and take with thee the elders of Israel and thy rod, wherewith thou smothers the river. Take in thy hand and go. Behold, I will stand before thee there upon the rock in Horeb, and thou shalt smite the rock, and there shall come water out of it, that the people may drink. And Moshe did so in the sight of the elders of Israel, and he called the name of the place Massa, which is burden, and Meribah, which is quarreling, because of the chiding of the children of Israel, and because they tempted Yahweh, saying, is Yahweh among us or not? And that's what the people are saying now. We don't fear Yahweh. We don't fear nothing. I'll put it to you that way. If we did fear him anywhere in the world, we'd be doing all this killing in the streets. We wouldn't be doing all this killing. We wouldn't be doing all this whoring. We wouldn't be doing all this drugging. We wouldn't be doing none of that, because when I really began to fear Yah, guess what? I came about the streets. I came about the street, and this your verse. Matter of fact, remember what you were talking about? If you look at verse 11, baby, read verse 11. You read verse 11 through 12, just sitting right there. Remember what we were talking about? Yeah, you gotta read out loud just to you. Remember what you were talking about with the hands? Holding up the hands? Yes. And let's close. When we refuse the promised land, you refuse to enter into the mind of Yah. Okay? From whence you came. Listen, we came from the mind of Yah. Yahweh says, I knew you when you were yet in your mother's womb. I knew you. He said, I knew you. I knew you before you were conceived. I knew you before you even thought about it. I knew you. Because where were you? Where were you? You weren't just out in no spirit realm, just a wonder. You were in the mind of Yah. You were in the mind of Yah. This is Numbers 14 and 40. Numbers 14 and 40 in closing. Numbers 14 and 40 in closing. And they rolled up early in the morning and got them up into the top of the mountain, saying, lo, that's what I want, yes. Says, lo, we be here and will go up into the place which Yahweh have promised. For we have sinned. And Moshe said, wherefore, now do you transgress the commandment of Yah? But it shall not prosper. And the thing that we trying to do will not prosper. Because we have too much evil, we got too much stuff in the midst of us. Talking about being Hebrews and talking about being Israel. There's too much of nothing going on. But there's a whole lot of mischief. No righteousness going on. No righteousness going on. We're just wandering around. We're just wandering around. We're just floating. We just floating. You got people waiting on 5779. That's what they're waiting on. You know that, right? Because they say that's going to be the end of the 400 years. That's what they're waiting on. They wait on the end of, they wait on, now some of them, listen, some of them so tricked out. They talking about 2019 gonna be it. They know that's not the biblical calendar. It can't be 2019. You know, because 5779 ain't coming into the month of Abibu. Now we all know that. That's the first month. The biblical month. That's what I'm saying. It's too much stuff off. We gotta listen. I'm gonna go here. We so far off and so much been lost. The only way back is through the mind of Yah. It's too much stuff. The feast days off, the calendars off, the time. The only way back is through the mind of Yah. We don't got no other way back, people. We don't got no other way back to re-enter in. Listen to the book. Listen. And Moshe said, wherefore now you transgress the commandments of Yah. He said, but listen, you will not succeed. Y'all ain't going to succeed. He says, go not up, for Yahweh is not among you, that you be not smitten before your enemies. Listen to the book, and I'll close. For the Amalekite, the Canaanite, are there before you, and you shall fall by the sword, because you are turned away from Yah. Therefore, Yah will not be with you. We gotta get back to the mind of Yah, and we can only walk in righteousness. We cannot walk in hatred, and we cannot have these infidels and these imposters, and we cannot have these tares amongst us. See, when Yahweh says, let them grow among y'all, I'm going to give y'all this here too, the tares and the wheat. Because people think he's talking about the end time, because that's what it says. Yahweh said, listen, let the tare and the wheat grow together. I should do the separate when I come. You know when Yahweh comes, Yahweh going to keep coming through us. He coming through us when we begin to interject righteousness back in our communities. And when we interject righteousness in our community, and guess what? The tares going to be plucked up. The tares going to be plucked up, and then only the wheat, then only the true wheat shall be revealed then. See, we keep spooking. You waiting on the end of the world. No. You need to have the end of all this stuff that we got going on in our communities. That's what need to end. Talking about, that's what Yahweh said. He said, listen, y'all say, listen, don't y'all angels, y'all can't do it. You understand me? He said, look, he ain't want the angels to do it. He said, they got to do it. Because they got to understand that they operating in my power. They operating in my authority. And through them is how I'm going to uproot the tares. And I want to do it now. I ain't waiting till the end of the world. He said, I got children. I got souls. I want my children to re-enter the land, to come back into me. Yahweh said he wished that all men, all of us will come to repentance. Talking about we gonna wait. Wait on what? What you waiting on? Listen to the book. Let me see, where am I? 14 and Then he says, verse 44, but they presumed to go up into the hilltop. Nevertheless, the ark of the covenant Yah and Moshe departed not out of the camp, and the Amalekite came down, the Canaanites which dwelt in that hill, and smote them, and defeated them, even unto Hamah. This is what we got to understand, people. You're dealing with this book, and you're dealing with this book, a lot of you dealing with this book still from a Christianity persuasion. I think y'all don't have that Christian persuasion. When I see the scripture, I see the scripture through the eyes of Yah. I thank Yah for allowing me that privilege for however he allows it. But this is a spiritual book. And because I know that it's spiritual, when I see physical stuff, I'll be like, Daddy, nope, you won't get me. So I'll be like, okay, now I got to come to you because I need the answer to this stuff. And he say, son, righteousness is me. I'm the righteous judge. I judge righteously. So when you and your people begin to move in righteousness, then the tag gotta go. The tag gonna uproot themselves. They gonna uproot themselves. Cause ain't nobody gonna buy your drugs. Ain't nobody finna be drunkards. We ain't finna have molestation. We ain't finna have homosexuality. We not finna have that stuff. Cause the tag gonna uproot themselves. Cause they gonna say we ain't no fun. They gonna say them people ain't no fun. All they doing is worshiping, and all they doing is being righteous. They ain't no fun. Because see, they gonna do what Shaul say. Shaul say, I have enjoyed the wages of sin for a season. See, they want to enjoy the way. They want to enjoy sin. They want to enjoy. They want to enjoy. They want to enjoy sin, but it's a wage. It's a wage for sin. I'll never why. It's a wage for sin. But I'm telling you, if you're gonna deal with this book, please deal with it through spirituality. Please understand that a lot of people are not gonna come to the spirituality of this book. So in order to teach it, you got to be long suffering. That's why Yah brings you through the outer court, because the outer court, it starts bringing you to be in tune with the suffering of Yah. Yah suffers long. He suffers long, man. He suffers long for his creation. You know, everything is waiting on the creation. Everything is waiting on the creation. I'm not going to hold y'all. I thank y'all for letting us y'all eyes and y'all ears. I know it might not make sense. I know that I'm unorthodox. I really don't care that I'm unorthodox. But, you know, if I could just reach one person, if two people understand and understand what I'm saying, then listen, the promised land is the mind of Yah. That's where I want to be. That's where I want to land. That's the land that I am trying to secure, the land that I'm trying to occupy. When the Bible says in the book of Acts that Dawid was a man after the heart of Yah, they were saying that he was a man after the mind of Yah. And on that note, Shalom Aleichem, the be of Yahweh. Nothing can overthrow it unless the happy first, even be found. The fight against Yah. We're dismissed from each other, but never from the presence of Yah.
Yeah, go. He went well. Where in the world?
you good, boy, you finna go right back out there and do what you do. But you ain't through yet. You know what I'm saying? You ain't done yet. No, when you get done, you'll know when you're done with it. That's a battle, whatever battle it is. You battle yourself. Trying to bring the devil in. What you doing, boy? You gonna chill out, huh? All right.
you okay?
setting up, my boy. You got the tablet. You got the tablet. I know you was out here doing something, boy. I should have known what was wrong. I knew should have known you was setting up. I should have known, boy. I should have known. I should have known. I should have known. I should have known him. I should have known. I should have known. Cause I'm a son. I should have known. I should have known. I should have known. With your neck and head stuff, boy. Neck and head, neck and head, neck and head, neck and head.